All right, family. You live with the general. We black again, man. We got to step on the naysayers today. So many black content creators, man. They out here riding, for the sake of being on the side of white America, and we got to refute any liars and those who try to downplay the legitimacy of the black voice that's speaking up for Carmelo Anthony, Cyrus, Carmack Belton, Lil Young, Cohen Wiley, and so many more. So many more out there. We can never be quiet in the face of racist authority. We should never submit to racist authority out here, because the fact that you're speaking up is the only way you're gonna get any type of justice, freedom. You yourself speaking up is the only voice you may have. You don't speak up for yourself, goddamn it, ain't nobody gonna speak up for you. And so we were just getting on, and make sure, family, y'all get over there to my Patreon. Click that link over there and get over and get over 600 exclusive live streams. We were just talking about the last in the last video, and I'm gonna most definitely continue to bring this up. How they been locking black peoples up, man, for literally, just lying on us. The police, the judges, the lawyers, the jurors, the defense team, the prosecutors, everybody is in the good old boys club. And so, yeah, I'm personally bringing up why we must continue to fight. If you hear me out there, we talking about exonerations, according to and that's people who have been found not guilty after being convicted of a crime, having jurors and prosecutors and defense teams and judges, go through the so-called legal process and still lock you up and say they saw it, justice was served today. You say, so according to the data compiled by the National Registry of Exonerations, which tracks wrongful convictions reversed since 1989, black individuals account for 52% to 53% of all U.S. exonerations, despite making up only 13.6% of the overall American population. You see, only 13.6, that's what they say, of the overall American population. So 53, so that just show you right there, you're lying. You fabricating facts. Witnesses are lying on our people. The judge is lying on our people a lot of times. This is crazy numbers. No other race has it, and they got a greater number. How in the hell? And white people got that. That just show you they don't do their own people like they do our people. That's just proof positive. Ain't no other way to look at that. Ain't no way I'm gonna look at it. You can look at it however the fuck you want to look at it. Ain't no goddamn way. And they got 3 times the population we got. You understand what I'm saying? And we 53%. Out of white people, Hispanics and Asian all combined, and we 53% of all exoneration because they not locking them up for dumb shit like they locking us up. They not lying on them like they lying on us. You see what I'm saying? So that's just the facts. So as of 2025, the total historical breakdown reflects the following data points. Total number out of the 3,767 total exonerations recorded in the United States between 1989 and the end of 2025. Listen, approximately 1,960 to 2,000 of those exonerated individuals were black. Out of 3,767, 1,960 to 2,000 of those exonerated individuals were black. You lied. You lied on a man. Yeah, yeah. They lied on our people, not just men, but also sisters. Yeah, annual trends. This disproportionate representation remains, listen, a constant pattern in modern legal reviews. For example, so for people that just think, oh, it just went away. This is just something that happened way back when. Okay, 2024, 60%, 87%. I mean, no, 60%, 87 in 2024. In 2024, 60% of the exonerated, 87 out of 147 of all nationwide exonerees were black. 60%. That means you done threw fake charges on a person. They were exonerated based on the facts. If you don't fight for your own freedom, justice, you ain't gonna get none. Them people could have easily just what the pastor say, obey authority. You've been found guilty, obey authority. You know what I'm saying? We can't let that happen. No, sir, we cannot. In 2025, last year, 61%, 59 out of 97 of those who were exonerated were black. 61%. You're lying on people. The criminal justice system is a wicked system, throwing fake, and it gonna get off into why? Drug crime, throwing drugs on niggas, throwing drug cases on niggas. Yeah, innocent black defendants are heavily targeted. They make up roughly 69% of all, 69% of all drug crime exonerees in the country, often due to systematic police misconduct and systematic framing scandals. Black individuals are 7.5 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of murder, facing longer average prison terms before exoneration, and a higher likelihood of official misconduct during the initial investigation. Longest term prison term served by an innocent person in the United States. They got Glenn Simmons, black man who spent 48 years, 1 month, and 18 days in prison. Was convicted of a 1974 murder in Oklahoma when he was 22 years old. Damn, man. 22. That hurt my heart, man. That hurt my heart right there. It hurt my heart. The boy went in at 22, man. Man, I mean, 22. Carmelo Anthony is 19 years old, man. Got 35 years. So he's 22 years old. This is Simmons. And was initially sentenced to death. They was going to kill the boy. Sentenced the boy to death. And I hear these wicked ass commentators out here talking about Carmelo should have got the chair and all of this. He was finally released in July 2023 and officially exonerated in December 2023 after a court ruled that prosecutors had withheld critical evidence, including the fact that an eyewitness had identified entirely different suspects. Whoa. So he went in at 22 came out at 70. Man, threw that boy life away like that, man. Threw that boy life away. 22 came out at 70. Holy, man, when I hear about this, man, I be in pain. I be in pain, like, man. Richard Phillips, 45 years, 2 months. Before being exonerated. Willie Williams, 44 years, 4 months. Ronnie Long, 44 years, 3 months. Striking pattern of deliberate police suppression of evidence. You hear that? Striking patterns of deliberate police suppression of evidence. Later receive a historic $25 million settlement, but he in the latter years of his life. Kevin Strickland spent 43 years in jail before being exonerated. Now let's talk about some of the youngest. Have y'all ever heard of George Stinney Jr., who was 14 years old? Have y'all ever? I did a video on that back in 1944. Have y'all ever heard of that? In 1944, George Stinney Jr., who was 14, was wrongfully arrested in Alcula, South Carolina, for the murders of 2 young white girls. His case is widely considered one of the most tragic examples of racial injustice in American history. Lord have mercy, man. The sham trial. Police interrogated 14-year-old George alone without his parents or an attorney present and claimed he confessed. His court-appointed lawyer called 0 witnesses and did not challenge the prosecution. Did not challenge the prosecution. An all-white jury took just 10 minutes to find him guilty. See, this is why I fight. This is what the general, go look at what I talk about versus what everybody look at. I look at the motherfucking umbrella of history. You see, I talk about the Klan down there in Texas. You see, I talk about the lynchings that went all through and how that culture is still there today. You can talk about the little individual situation. Look at all these numbers. You're gonna sit here and talk about all these numbers of people that been. When you all you have to do is look at the nature of the beast and call it like it is. Like it is. How many? I mean, goddamn, I done seen this shit before. Nobody's talking about. Nobody's bringing up all the other shit. You see, they want to keep looking at. I don't need to see shit else. I don't need to see a motherfucking thing. Period. I don't need to see a motherfucking thing. Nothing else. Okay. Sound like almost like Carmelo. So the police interrogated 14 and without his parents and attorney, and he claimed he confessed. His court-appointed lawyer called 0 witnesses. And did not challenge the prosecution. An all-white jury just took 10 minutes to find him guilty. The execution. Only 83 days after his arrest, the state executed a 14. Oh, man, the pain, boy. It's serious. This is like painful. Like, my God, you gonna electrocute lie on a 14-year-old baby? How wicked can you motherfuckers be? I mean, that's serious wickedness. That's so deeply rooted. You got to have deeply rooted wickedness to put a baby 14 years old in a fucking electric chair. And you know you lying. Man, please. Talking about some Austin Metcalf. Man, miss me. Miss me. Miss me. Shit. You ain't gonna get me to feel no kind of way. Yeah, I'm just gonna be 1,000 with you. Some people say, oh, motherfucker, you couldn't get me to feel no kind of way. You ain't crying for all eyes. Motherfucker, if you ain't crying for all eyes, nigga, I done ran out of tears. Man, I'm crying. If I got some tears, it's gonna be for mines. Shit. It's gonna be for mines. Ain't gonna be a nigga, what? Boy, y'all some fake ass niggas. He weighed only 90 pounds and was so small the executors had to make him sit on a book so his head could reach the electrode headpiece. And I didn't go into all the others. Alexander McClay Williams, 16 years old. In 1931, Williams was wrongfully convicted by an all-white jury in Pennsylvania. Listen to that. All white. This is what I bring up. I don't bring up no individual. I look at the overall culture. This ain't nothing new. But see, y'all niggas want to ask, oh, it's all over. Bitch, let your ass go to jail. See, won't they'll bring up your mama and your pappy, motherfucker, criminal records. Talking about it's over. Fake ass. Convicted by an all-white jury in Pennsylvania for the murder of a white woman. He was executed via the electric chair just 5 weeks after his trial. In June 2022, 91 years after his death, a Pennsylvania court officially vacated his conviction after uncovering hidden evidence and a coerced confession. 16 years old. Scottsboro boys. We know about 13 to 20 years old. All these cases, man. The Groveland Four, 16 to 26. In 1949, 4 young black men, including 16-year-old Charles Greenlee, were falsely accused of rape. They always a white woman. Were falsely accused of raping a white woman in Lake County, Florida. One suspect was lynched by a mob while others were severely beaten by police into confession. Greenlee was sentenced to life in prison. In 2019, the Florida Clemency Board issued posthumous pardons, and in 2021, a judge officially dismissed all charges, but they were lynched, severely beaten by police into confession. They didn't receive no justice while they lived. You coming after people's is dead and gone, and the wicked police, the judges, the same their grandchildren is the ones that's down there in Texas and Mississippi and Louisiana and Florida and Michigan and Ohio. The same ones today, these are their grandmothers and grandfathers. And if they not like that, tell them to rebuke. Now, I didn't know, say this, my grandmother and my grandfather were wicked for doing this. My great-grandmammy and great-grandpappy were some wicked bastards for locking in and beating these black children and murdering them and electrocuting them, knowing they was lying on them. How dare you niggas come out here against your people like this? Man, I'm so heated. I'm some of this shit I'm just looking at today. I am fucking heated, man. I am fucking out of my mother, man. My heart is aching for my people today that died like this, man, and went through this type of shit. Wrong is wrong. Wrong is wrong. We're not at all. But that ain't what the fuck we talking about. Let all wrong be. You understand? Let the sword come down on their ass. But this is innocence. We talking about innocence. We talking about innocence today. And they want us to make sure and wonder why we have to motherfucker. If we don't speak up for our motherfucking self, we ain't gonna get no damn justice. Who gonna give us justice? We gotta give our damn self justice. Oh my God, man. I got the, man, I'm on a crusade. I'm on a crusade. I'm on a crusade. I'm not about to get out here with these Negroes and these Neanderthals. I'm gonna bring up they record. I'm gonna bring up their wicked record. You feel what I'm saying? Kevin Strickland, 18 years old, arrested in 1978, convicted of a triple homicide in Missouri by an all-white jury. He maintained he was home watching television, but police pressured a traumatized survivor into mistakenly identifying him. He spent 43 years in prison before being exonerated. So he went in at 18, come out at 61. Went in at 18, came out at 61. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. That's all I could say. That's a goddamn shame. That's a goddamn shame. You know, I don't know. I know history, but I don't know a lot of shit. And when I hear it for the first time, I be like, man, this shit don't make no sense. This don't make no motherfucking sense. It's one thing. If you wrong, you wrong. If you wrong, you wrong. If motherfuckers come with the truth and they find you done committed some shit, and you know what I'm saying, let the sword come down. But all of this falsified, locking innocent peoples up, man, this shit crazy. These is fucking crazy numbers. These is crazy numbers. Man, fuck these motherfuckers, man. Straight up. Yeah, I got to, this is where I'm headed. I don't want to hear no more. I'm about to bring up the receipts, man, of what's going on out here, man. Real talk. And Carmelo shit fit right on off into this same, you know what I'm saying? This same, it's just another case. That's what I'm saying. It's just another case that fit in alignment with all the other cases. You know what I'm saying? We not having it today. This brother ain't having it today. We not having it today, motherfucker. I got pressure on me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't win in like right now. That's just like right now. And I'm feeling the pressure of my people, and motherfucker come fuck with me. And I say, look, motherfucker, I'm not buying this shit today. Y'all motherfuckers fucking over my people. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not buying it today. You better take your motherfucking ass on today. Don't do it today. Do not pull that motherfucking lever. I'm telling you, do not roll them dice today. Do not do it today. I done seen this shit, man. I'm sick of you, motherfucker. Do not come step to me today. And you motherfucker, you step today, and he got what the fuck, motherfucking spiritual, ancestral energy rolls up. Yeah, rolls up. Yeah, yeah, what's this brother name? Young brother that rolls up. He might not even know it was him. What was that brother name? What was that brother name? Stenny. 14 years old. Spirit of that brother rolls up, man. Rolls up, man. Whoa. What that brother? I did a video on that brother, man. It was some years back. I did video on there, bro. George Stinney Jr., 14 years old. Mm. Lord. Anyway, family, man, I be black, man. I got to touch back on this history. I got to go a little deeper. You know what our peoples is right, man. If you do not speak up for your motherfucking self, they'll falsify all that shit, lock you up, and you will not get no freedom. And by the time you do get some goddamn freedom, you be ready to go in the coffin. You be ready to go. You'd have been spent all your life in prison, and then you finally get out, man. And and I'm glad, that our people was able, but man, I got to see if they wrote some books, man. I got to see if any of these men then wrote books. I would like to hear and read about their story, man. I would like to know what the fuck happened. I want to know. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, family, I be black, heart heavy after reading all this shit, but I will be back. I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Y'all click that Patreon, support the general, and I'll see you real soon. Black Power.